Hi, today we're going to be talking all about the need for the perfect environment for sex. My name is Fran. I'm a sex counselor. I support men in getting more of what they want in the bedroom. We're going to be reading all about it from the book Sexual Intelligence by Dr. Marty Klein. It's a very easy read. I highly recommend. The author has a lot to say. We've got a whole lot to learn, so let's dive right in. Many people are capable of wanting and enjoying sex under the perfect conditions. The right partner, two perfectly clean bodies, not a single chore to do, no quarrels with their mate in the last 6 years, and both partners having gone to the gym and flossed that very day. In other words, practically never, maybe even never again. Adults live complicated lives and there are no timeouts. Therefore, if we want to enjoy sex, we must always do so under less than ideal conditions. That doesn't mean we don't have preferences or even have-tos. Of course we do. For some people, their have-to is brushing teeth. I know that's one of mine. For others, it's not having sex during their period. And still for others, sex can happen when they have a sinus headache or their back is out. The author says, I've known patients who couldn't have sex on an empty stomach or while country music was playing or with a pet in the room. I've also had patients who insisted on having their pet in the room during sex. But think of this as an opt-in versus opt-out situation. Assuming our basic conditions are met, we need to be leaning toward yes unless there's a problem, rather than leaning toward no unless a long list of conditions is filled and a long list of deal breakers is absent. If you're oriented toward reasons that you can't have sex on a given occasion, rather than reasons that you can, you will benefit from enhancing your sexual intelligence, which is what this book is about. And of course, you can talk to someone like me about it. A special note for parents, the author says, if you can't learn how to enjoy sex with kids in the house, presumably sleep, although less so as they get older, you're doomed to 18 or more years of no sex, unless, of course, you can afford boarding school for you or them. Some people are fine with this, but if you'll continually be grumbling to your mate or resentful of your kids, you should develop a repertoire of activities and vocal levels. Sex with kids in the house, sleeping, sex with kids in the house, awake, and sex with kids not in house. And for some people, there's also sex with spouse not in house, but that is an entirely different story. So the author says, I propose that you let it go. If you have questions on how best to communicate this with your partner, it would be a pleasure for me to hear from you. Also, please let me know what you think about the author and what he has to say. If I don't hear from you, I'm wishing you the very best day of your life. Bye.